Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Frugalisama. My name's Sam. This is where I talk about all things sewing. Today I thought I'd just bob on and give you a quick update on how I'm getting on with the Sew Frugal 23 challenge that myself and Ruan are running over on Instagram and on YouTube. I've also thought I'd talk about the prizes at the end for you as well, and some other little challenges that are going on throughout this month and next month. So if that's something of interest, please continue watching and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So, how are you getting on with the challenge? I hope you've been enjoying it. We've only got a week to go until reveal date now, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, Sew Frugal is a challenge that Ruan and I have set up, and it's to sew a pattern using a free pattern, using fabric from your stash, and the reveal date is over on Instagram on the 31st of March, and you just need to tag myself and Ruan in with what you've made. So we've seen lots of whips coming through, and it's lovely. We really enjoy seeing everybody's whips. But I thought I'd just give you a little bit of a progress report of how I'm getting on and maybe just tell you about the prizes at the end as well. If you haven't already started, it might just keep you motivated if you see the prizes that are on offer, because we've got something like 30 or 40 prizes, and yeah. I hope that the vloggers that are coming to you daily are keeping you motivated anyway. You know, they've all got their own spin on it, which I'm really enjoying. You know, some of them are sort of putting together a capsule wardrobe, either for spring or for summer or for a holiday. Some of them are just focusing on one kind of garment type. So we've had jumpsuits from Alica, or we've had, you know, just skirts and all sorts of different garment types. So if that's what you're looking for, then just if I've got a playlist below. If you just go onto the playlist, then it does sort of tell you, it does give you a brief overview of what the vloggers are talking about. So I thought it would be useful for people to have that playlist as well for you to have a look at. But if you haven't already started, what I suggest you do is go to your DP stash and find that fabric, that one fabric that you've been wanting to make for years and have never got round to. So I'm going to show you the one. I haven't included this in my Sew Frugal, but this Liberty fabric is a prime example. It's quite precious to me, and I've never found the right pattern for it. So starting with the fabric actually limits you with what you're going to make. With it being a woven, there's only so many things that I can make with it. I can't make a pair of jogging bottoms, for example. Don't think it's something that's suitable for a child, for example. So that kind of narrows you down straight away. My printer's having a moment, sorry. So that kind of narrows it down straight away. Once you've chosen your fabric, it kind of eliminates some of the things that you can make. So that's one way of doing it, just starting with your fabric and then sort of thinking back of when you bought it, what did you imagine that you were going to make with it? So for example, for this, I always thought this would be a shirt or a dress. So again, going back, that eliminates skirts. The length of your fabric, that kind of limits what you're going to make as well. So if you've only got 2 meters, you're unlikely to be able to get a jumpsuit out of it. So just by starting with your fabric is a really good place to start if you haven't already. So that's my little pep talk. If you are just looking for general resources, I did a video right at the beginning of when I started YouTubing, if that's a verb, to point you in the direction of sources for free patterns. So I will link that up there for you, and you can have a look at that. It's just like my favourite resources that I've used over the years. And I've also got a video that talks about if you've only got limited amount of fabric, as in the amount of fabric. I've got a couple of videos also that sort of look at patterns that you can make, free patterns that you can make that are under a metre. So if that's where you're struggling, you want to join in and you're really struggling and finding inspiration, there's some good videos to look at. They're old videos, so I might be a little bit awkward on them, but there's still, the information's still there. So the other thing is, if your fabric is too precious to cut into, how about doing a wearable toile? This is what you're looking at here. It's just an old bed sheet that I've cut up, but it's completely wearable, you know, so you could enter that into the challenge as well. So a lot of vloggers have mentioned using old duvet covers and sheets and what have you. I don't condone sort of cutting up ones that are still in use, but if you've got some sheets that are slightly worn, or this one's got a bleach stain on it somewhere, so I've cut round it, things like that where you've stopped using it, yeah, you can definitely enter that into the challenge, especially if you think it's going to be wearable at the end of it, or you're going to, you know, it's going to be something that's going to get you to the point where you'll be able to make that garment. So that's completely allowable as well. So I'm going to start with how I'm progressing with the challenge. I was going to make several items as a spring capsule wardrobe, and all the items were going to go together, which is what a capsule wardrobe does. One of the things was the Know Me blouse from Tiana's Closet. So Tiana's Closet has been a popular one amongst the vloggers. I think everybody's just discovering her patterns, and she has patterns for women. There's a few for men on there, but not a lot, and there's a few for children on there. But the Know Me blouse is the one that I chose. So I was going to make it in this fabric here, which is lovely. But however, I wasn't quite sure what size I was going to be, so I printed off 3 sizes, I think it was, and then I thought I'll think about it later. When later's come and I've come back to it, one little foible that I've found is you can't differentiate what size is which on there because they're all solid lines. So I do know that she's put a cutting line and a sewing line on there, which makes it even more confusing, but I've forgotten which ones I've printed off, so I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board a little bit with that one and just guess. I'm just going to go for the middle size, I think that's what I'm going to do, and hope for the best. It's quite roomy, I think it's got quite a bit of ease in it, so I think I should be okay. So rather than cut into this fabric here straight away, I have got this dress that my friend gave me, which will fit in perfectly with the wardrobe. It doesn't fit me, it's a little bit big. It's just a seersucker gingham, and it's cotton, it's 100% cotton. So I'm hoping that once I've cut this up, it's got lots of gathers in it and what have you, that I'll have enough to do a toile with it in that dress. If not, then I've got some more of this blue left, which I'll be able to do a toile with it as well. So that's the Know Me blouse. That's one little, but I do intend on making that because so many vloggers have actually mentioned it. I thought it'd be useful for me to give you some feedback as to how the patterns sew up, so on the sizing and on the actual instructions and what have you as well. So I will definitely get that made up. Like I say, I've got the pattern printed out. I just need to get on with it is what I need to do. So the other little thing that I was going to make was a vest by Winterwear Designs, and at the time I said I couldn't find any white ribbing fabric, so I was going to make it up in this one here. But in the meantime, I went back to my stash, and amongst all the cuffing, I found this white ribbing. And there's quite a lot of this, and I just assumed it was cuffing. I had it given ages ago, and I just assumed it was cuffing, so that's where it was hiding, and I've had it years. So yeah, so I've actually made that, but I won't reveal it. I will let you. I'll reveal it on reveal date. The other thing that I was going to make, I'm having to look at my notes because I can't remember. The other thing that I was going to make was a Florence skirt by Size Me Sewing. Donna at Size Me Sewing has very generously given everybody who's taking part in the challenge access to her Florence skirt. So I've just done a very quick toile at the top of that. So rather than print off all the gathers, I've just done a quick toile at the top of that. That fits fine, so I can proceed with that one. I just need to decide which of the fabrics, because I had a choice of fabrics on that one, I'm going to use. So that's that one. Then the other one is what you're looking at now. This is from Hemmer's Itex, and it's Marike swing dress or tunic, I think it was called. It's also a dress for Andrea. So as you can see, I've toiled it in the blue sheet here, and this is the second toile that I've made of this one. So I chose my sizing as according to what they said I should be sized at. You've got to add 1 centimetre seam allowance on to it, and it was huge. It was really, really big. So I went down to the smallest size and omitted the seam allowance, so knowing that that's how big it was. So that's my second toile, and all I did was recut the original pieces. I didn't cut out a whole set of new pieces. I just unpicked it all. I'm dedicated to the cause. Unpicked it all, recut it, sewed it back together, and I've started sewing that up. but I'm not going to show you that because I think I might actually use the fabric for So Yellow for Endo. I'm not going to use the fabrics that I chose for that one because it didn't fit on, because it's such a big pattern. And you don't know this until you've cut it all out, do you? You don't know how much it's going to really take. But what I thought I'd tell you about was this placket here. Somebody actually emailed me and said they were a bit confused about it. I've got a video. I'm making the Ada blouse, and I will link that below, of how to do this exact same placket, and that's how they're telling you to do it, really. So rather than trying to tell you here, that video will help you if you want to make it. But be warned, it does come out quite oversized. The other thing that I've got cut out are the Sarah pleat pants. That's from the fabric store, and I've got the pattern all cut out. I've got the fabric all cut out. I just need to sew them up. And the other thing that I've got cut out, I haven't got the fabric cut out, but I've got the pattern cut out, is for the Marieke designs, and that was the summer jacket. So I've got that all, the pattern all cut out for that, ready to go, and I just need to crack on, really. So let me know below how you're getting on with the challenge. Are you sort of halfway through like myself, or halfway through 3 or 4 projects like myself? Just need the time and energy to crack on. So the other thing that I was going to mention is that Jess, who is So What If I Sew, has got the same a challenge going on throughout March as well, and that is So Yellow for Endo. I don't usually join in with So Yellow for Endo because I don't feel that yellow's my colour, but when I've been back onto Jess's post and seen a few other videos, you don't actually have to use solid yellow fabric, which is great. I've found some fabric that's got bits of yellow in it, and I think I'm going to sew this tunic up in that. So it might be a double bubble for that, and you can do that. I mean, we're quite happy for you to do that. So Yellow for Endo's reveal date is actually tomorrow, which is Saturday 25th. So their reveal date is actually earlier than ours, but if you want to reveal it and then just repost your repost your make on the 31st, that's fine. Jess is doing such a great job on raising awareness of endometriosis that it's definitely allowable. Is that the other challenge that's going on throughout the month of March is So Over 50 have got their So Over Ageism challenge on, and that you can also double dip on that one. So that's all just solely on Instagram. So something like the Harper cardigan, for example, who is showing a mature model in their main marketing, it's a free pattern and you can use that. The other one is the Athena top from Tesutti Patterns. You can double dip on that one as well, because they're using an older model as one of their main marketing pictures. So you can double dip on that one. Also on Instagram, there's a challenge called Mondale March, which is I think that's Sue Stoney and a couple of others that run that. That's make a garment a month, sew along, part of that. So the Mondale March one is to showcase a pattern from an international designer. So such as this, I will be able to use that for all 3 challenges. So yeah, you can do that. Or there's the punk frockers have also got the leg cages. What they're calling leg cages is trousers or jumpsuits, I believe. So you could use both challenges for that as well. So yeah, just to give you a little bit of inspiration, there's also a Sew a Jumpsuit challenge going on Instagram as well. So you could enter all those challenges if you want. If you want a yellow jumpsuit, and you can find an older model that's modelling it, then crack on. Yeah, there's and it's a free pattern, obviously. You can do that. So coming up next month, there is So Selfless April that Crystsl at My Social Thread and Adele at Sew for Serenity and Clare at Stitch Hem Sew are running, and I will be taking part in that one. My video won't be coming out until a bit later on in March, and that is to sew something that's not for yourself. And there is, I actually won a prize last year in that one. So there is a category that is non-garment, I think it's accessories. So I think I might try and focus on free patterns for that. So look out for that video. And then at the beginning of the month, there is Sew April Blouse, which Ruan, Yorkshire Sew Girl, and Cloth Edit are going to be running throughout the month of March. So I will be putting together a video that looks at free blouse patterns. So I will probably put that up at the beginning of March. Now for the prizes. What I'm going to do is just quickly run through. Last year I actually did a video each day, and I just haven't got the time or energy to do that. I'm just going to put a graphic of the general prizes next to me whilst I'm talking, and then I'm going to have to look down to see what prizes are, and hopefully that will get you motivated to join in the challenge. So first up is vouchers for fabric shops, and we've got two €50 vouchers from Ecobee. We've got £25 to spend in First for Fabrics UK. Andrea at Beyond the Pink Door is offering a €30 gift voucher. Lush Cloth are offering a £20 gift voucher, and Jojo at Flat Battery Makes is offering £20 to spend in a fabric store of your choice. Barnella Fabrics are offering a £25 gift voucher, and Minerva are offering a £20 gift voucher. So from designers, pattern designers, we've got either some of them are offering vouchers and you can spend your own, and some of them are offering specific patterns. So starting with Waves and Wild and Patterns for Pirates, they've both got $20 to spend in their store. Then we've got a PDF of your choice from Sussex Seamstress, and she's just brought out a new pattern today actually. Two PDFs from Sew House 7, and again she's just brought out a new pattern. You've got 3 PDFs of your choice from Jane at Dressmaker's Closet. I think Jane's just brought out a new pattern as well. Pattern Union have given you 3 patterns, so that's 3 different people, a pattern each. Love Notions have donated $25 store credit, so you can choose your own. How to Do Fashion have done a twin win, so that's one for yourself and one for a friend, which I thought was nice. So Different have got 3 PDFs of the winner's choice for one person. Vicky Sews have got 3 lots of 3 patterns for 3 people, so that's a great prize. And then also on top of that, the Roberta jacket pattern course, and I think that's worth something around about $100 or something. That's including the pattern and the videos to sew along with it. So Tammy Handmade has donated the Ravina dress pattern and the Mila jumper pattern as a bundle for 3 separate people. Winterwear Designs has offered 2 lots of $20 vouchers to spend in her shop, and Adam Sews has offered a free pattern from his little Etsy shop as well. And then for labels and bias binding, Crafty Clyde has offered 2 packs of labels to 3 people, and the Specky Seamstress has offered £10 to spend in her shop. So other than all those things, we've got some physical things that have been offered as well. So we've got Pattern to Paper, who are sponsoring the challenge by giving off 20% off printing. Has also offered a discount, is also offering 5 people the printed pattern including postage, which I thought was very generous of them. So Hayley Jane is offering a goodie box to the value of £35, and Faf have got an accessory bag and a selection of scissors. Stitch Crafts UK has offered a custom machine cover, and Tauco magazine are sending out 3 magazines to 3 separate winners. B&M Fabric, which is local in Leeds to us, has offered a haberdashery bundle and fabric, and the Stash Hub have offered 1-year subscription to Stash Hub Plus, which is an app to organise your fabric and your patterns. And Anna at Pattern Pouch Nest has offered one of her pattern pouch nests, which is includes a pattern of your choice and then a fat quarter and notions in a little handmade pouch. So that's your prizes. So lots and lots of prizes there for you to really look forward to, and I think everybody's been really very generous. The times are hard at the moment, so you know, and there's lots of challenges going on, and lots of companies donate them, and most of them are you know, little independent companies, so we're very lucky to get so many prizes donated. So thank you so much to everybody who's donated a prize, and don't forget you can still get 20% off your A0 printing from Pattern to Paper, and you can still download that free Florence skirt from Donna at Size Me Sewing. So that's it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you want to subscribe and you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And like I say, I'll be back with 3 more videos in the near future. I shall speak to you later. Bye.